have these notes here. It was a big packet that I gave everyone. If you don't have it, I have 2 copies at the front of the classroom, so you can go ahead and pass those out. So you should have filled out these, and you should have did that using the presentation that's in your classroom. So if you go to your Indigenous Science 8, I posted that last week into right here. So you should be able to view that, and you can add these into your notes. So use this whole thing to add the notes. So all of this should be filled out. If it's not, then you have a little bit of time to do that. So you should have that here. Now you are going to summarize what you have learned. So using all of the notes that you have taken, you are going to fill out these 2 Venn diagrams. So you're going to tell me what are the things that a prokaryote cell has, the only things that they have, what's unique about it, what's unique about a eukaryote, and then what do they have in common, okay? So this would be, what do they both have? Just prokaryote, just eukaryote. And then you also do it with animal cells and plant cells. What do animals just have? What do they have in common? And what do plant cells have? Okay, so those are the 2 you will do. When you're done with that Venn diagram, you are going to practice identifying the different organelles by their structure or function. So what protects DNA? Now, if you don't remember, of course, you can go back to your notes and you can take a look and you can be like, oh, I know what protects DNA. It's the nucleus, okay? And you'll write that there. What makes lipids? Go back to your notes and figure it out. What makes ribosomes? Again, go back to your notes and figure it out. So this whole piece should be filled out here. After you're done with that, you're going to practice labeling the cell. So these are 2 cells, and you guys have labeled the cell at least twice or even thrice. So you should be able to identify that. You should be able to look here and be like, oh, there's a vacuole, okay? Oh, this is the cell wall. So you're going to label this, and you can color it as well. So that's 3 pages of work that you have to do, okay? And then what I'd like you to do is I'd like for you to read this here. Actually, I might ask Luella to read it to you. And this is what we call an analogy, okay? An analogy is where you compare 2 things, okay? So this practice cell analogy, you're going to read it and you're going to figure out, what do each of these things represent, okay? Now, it's a story about a town and all these different people or things that are there. So it says there is a building in the middle of a town designed for making donuts. So these underlined words are an analogy for one of the cell organelles. So what is the donut representative of? Is it the nucleolus? Okay. What's the wall? Which one is that? Okay. Where's the break room? What does that represent? So you're going to match the parts. So all of these should have a match part to the underline area. After you're done, you're going to come up with your own analogy. So you're going to make up your own analogy, okay? You might say, you know, the cytoplasm represents the tomato sauce on a pizza, and the pepperoni represent the nucleus, and the cheese, okay. So your own analogy, okay? Could be about anything. Be creative. And then once you're done with these 4 pages, so again, making sure all your notes are filled out, these 2 Venn diagrams are completed, this organelle identification is done, your cell is labeled and colored, and your cell analogy is done. If you still have extra time, then you may work on your science fair project. So this is your assignment, and I expect I will be checking it on Monday. So make sure that you are on task and you are doing what you need to do. Okay? Delilah, make sure everyone does a good job. Okay? I'm going in.